charge of the food trucks, pioneers in portable cuisine. None of your dodgy meat drowned in garlic mayo for these guys. They're serious about food and they mean business. These trucks are parading into their new home, into the newly regenerated area of London's King's Cross. They're ready to feed the hungry masses a gourmet lunchtime treat.
There's a much better variety of food here, and I love that you can watch it cooked in front of you.
All these stores are run by individuals. They're lively places. You know, what you get is you're going to get the same food every time, made with love and care.
But every so often, yeah, I think it's a nice pleasant treat, and on a day like this, why not? You're actually getting fast food that's good food, and that's the real difference. So people can sort of still bob along for something during the lunch hour, but know that it's actually really good stuff rather than, you know, cellophane wrapped rubbish.
Starting a food truck business takes a lot less capital than starting a restaurant. There are no leases, kitting out the kitchen costs less, and if one spot isn't working for you, well, you can simply drive on and find another.
The vans cost us about £10,000, and then after that there was no real need for any more investment. It was cash flow after that. You know, once we started trading, we had money to, as you can see, our stall is still very much Tesco tablecloths and trestle tables, but that's kind of the fun. You're kind of like growing as we go, learning a lot.
And how important is it to go to the summer festivals and things like that?
Pizzas is quite a slow process. If you're burgers, for instance, we were trading next to a burger stall at Jamie Oliver's Feastable 3 weeks ago. He took 14 grand a day and was sort of doing 3,000 covers. And it's just, you know, there's a lot of money to be made in the festival scene if you get it right. But equally, there's a large risk involved. It can rain, no one turns up. So, and also, if you don't sell, then you've got a lot of stock left over, and it can be expensive.
The cost of pitches are rising, and local authorities can still be quite resistant to the idea of street food vendors. So the trucks here are launching Curb. It's a rotating collective of street food vendors based at King's Cross. Its aim, to nurture a climate that everyone can thrive in. It's the brainchild of Petra Barron, who used to travel around the country selling luxurious chocolate.
It's born out of a really natural community that forms around this industry that is just about putting it together in a more consolidated way so that it can thrive off each other and become more visible and then grow.
Last year, Tom Adams had people queuing up round the corner as he served barbecue food from his truck on the South Bank. Now, at the very tender age of 24, he's opened up his own restaurant in Soho.
The advantages of a restaurant immediately are increased turnover. You sort of definitely have more turnover. Your product can probably improve because you're in one space the whole time. You've got a proper kitchen and you can work hard on improving everything in the kitchen just through a matter of time. You get better at stuff, you get quicker in service, and you can sort of, if you do something wrong one day, you're in the same place again tomorrow, so you know you can work on that. The thing that made us successful was keeping it simple, working seriously hard, and having passion and doing what we love doing, and that's probably seen us through the first 9 months here.
The street food industry is still very young, and its flexibility means you can get stuck in with little business experience. Chefs can be creative and try new concepts without risking huge amounts of money. And clearly there's a huge appetite here for what they're producing.